Yeah, I mean, like I told like them. I'm from a small hood in Marcy.
Don't trust our opinion. Don't trust our opinion. Podcast is your boys back in the building. It's your boy OJ.
It's your boy Kev.
Here we are once again. This is Bill Burr roasted people like a boss. Savage mode.
See them roasted.
You're like a fucking
You
ghost.
start shaving your head.
When did I start shaving? Well, I shaved it. I had him on my first special. I had it shaved. Yeah.
When I saw you in New York,
I'm glad you liked it.
I
I see you losing the roof there in the back.
Yeah,
You'll be right there with me. Cop show.
Exactly.
Right? Two balding old guys going after some hairy criminal.
I'm not a big fan of Steve Jobs, personally.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just don't understand what the big deal was with that guy. I don't get it.
He's like Edison. I don't know. He invented all this stuff to everybody. What are you talking
But
about?
did he? Did he sit down and like, I'm gonna invent the iPhone and just sat there soldering, possibly welding, right? Didn't he have like a crew of guys helping him out?
Sure, maybe he did.
So why, when he went to those nerd fests, didn't he have like a chorus of scientists behind him who helped him out too? He walked out like he was Tesla. Tapping into electricity.
I'm not with you.
I think he just kind of like told people what to invent. Like he just kind of came in like, I want my whole music collection in that phone. Get on it! And all these nameless, faceless guys.
Yeah.
Made it happen.
Yeah.
And then they have the big nerd concert, and he goes out there by himself. No belt, sneakers on. I just didn't buy it. Yeah, I'm a loner, man. I don't like people. So.
You're not lying.
I don't.
Yeah, I
This
know.
Fifth Avenue during Christmas time,
You
the
can't stand
thoughts
it.
that go through my head. The thoughts that go through my head. I just want to chop that tree down and watch it land on people as I walk over their head.
No!
I do.
Well, it's the holiday season. No!
I wasn't going to stick to that. I was trying to be happy. I was trying to be happy.
When you took it out on Philly because they were a bad crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Your famous rant.
Press pause.
Yeah, which you since said you like Philly.
I see some dudes say, check out Philly Rant. We reacted to Philly Rant.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Right. Check out video.
I was trying to be happy. I was trying to be happy.
When you took it out on Philly because they were a bad crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Your famous rant. Yeah, which you since said you like Philadelphia, and that wasn't the issue. You were just giving.
People in Philly don't even remember. Basically, if you haven't seen it, I was doing a show for the Opie and Anthony radio program, and they had this show called The Traveling Virus, and we were doing these like 10,000 seaters, and we went to Philly, and they're notorious for booing people, and they booed the first guy off stage, and I went on like 3 hours after that. So by the time I got up there, it was a complete shit show, and I don't know. They started booing, and I snapped and decided I wasn't going to leave, and I just attacked everything that they loved.
Can women be funny?
Yeah, of course. Will you guys just fucking grow up and just sit down and write your own horse shit and come up with it? Start your own fucking show. Have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do shit for you. That's the fucking problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never fucking let me in. I'd start my own shit. You guys gotta start your own shit. You got brains in there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So write your own shit and quit your fucking whining. We're all like a giant.
Yo, he's like that one father that just go off at any moment.
Yeah.
Man. This guy, he's a legend, man. It's a prophecy.
Sandwich out here. Nobody cares. I don't care. Well, when was the last time you went on stage and you killed so hard the person after you bombed? If you're fucking doing that on a regular basis, people are gonna notice, regardless of what you have between your legs.
You know, I feel bad
He's
for
a
right
prophet,
now,
man.
McDonald's. I feel bad for them. Why would you feel that? Because they backpedaled. They allowed fat people to blame them. And it's just over.
Yeah.
The second they made the salad, it was over. It was over. They said, you know what?
That's a
it's
good-
our
that's a good-
fault.
Yeah.
It's our fault.
I never heard that before.
That's good.
What?
Like,
Fat people blaming McDonald's.
Oh, they do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Somebody sued McDonald's got like $200 million because they had a stroke or something like that.
They
Because
won?
McDonald's. Yeah, and they won. That's why they started. McDonald's started adding like the calorie count on it because remember, like old school McDonald's, they ain't have all of that.
Yeah.
Like the calorie count, they added all of that on there so you're aware of it. They, like he said, the salad, all that shit.
The thing about well, maybe because it was back then and we know now, so like I can't really speak of people from like back then.
Well, them niggas was idiots, bro.
Yeah,
people in
like,
the past were idiots.
The only way I agree with people suing McDonald's was when vegetarians McDonald's was selling fries that was cooked in like beef oil.
But if you're a vegetarian, what the hell you gonna?
Yeah, why the fuck you McDonald's? True, that is true.
What are you doing
That's
at
true,
McDonald's?
Getting a salad from McDonald's.
Folks, you're fat. It isn't. Everybody knows it's fattening. You don't order 50 sandwiches, right? But they're a business. If you order it, they're gonna give it to you. That's not their fault.
Yeah, and then you think that's it right there. Once they invented the
McDonald's is for when you get. It's for kids and for when you get hammered. That's what it is. You go in there, you eat, you get the bread in you.
Yeah, at some point I was going to make a point here, that's why I keep looking at here, and I just realized I'm blocking myself out of the camera. I love that you have the jib camera for this, like it's an action movie. Let's swoop in at these two guys sitting in these unbelievably small chairs. I really feel like I'm going to fall onto the floor. This is insane.
That shit looked
You
nasty.
really went all out with the audience, though. They got full-size adult chairs.
You can't even lean back in
Are
that
these
chair.
like from the 20s before they had like horse tranquilizers in our food, and everybody was like 5'1"?
Yeah.
And nothing's making you mad? Nothing.
Things upset me. Yes. I don't know. I don't want to look. I fly a lot, and there's this whole new thing of generation of people that take their socks and their shoes off on the plane. You got to look at their smelly feet, and then they'll literally stand up and they will walk into a commercial airline bathroom. Yeah, use it, and then walk and sit back down again.
That's not right.
Yeah, if I was a dictator, those people would be eliminated. I knew the second I saw the Christmas lights, I was like, I'm gonna bomb. This is not bombing, not my vibe.
No, this is festive. This is it. You're allowed to do this.
It's not festive, it's fake. Okay? And you stick it in a box, and then you take it back out and you staple it up next year. That's what you do.
I love this dude texting for the entire interview. It's just trying to keep the attentions of millennials. It's like impossible. Look at him. He's already got the chains. He's probably got his own record label. He's like making deals as we speak. He's got championship rings on. I don't know what you're doing, dude, but I want your life, man. You're crushing it.
Sir, you...
Yo, this nigga is funny, man. He's just as funny as like when he's not like on stand up, man. Yo, I see exactly why Dave Chappelle and him made such a good team, man. He's funny.
When you think about Dave Chappelle,
Deals.
there's a lot of heavy hitters on that show.
Oh my god, son. Like when you really think about it, why the fuck this shit was so funny is like not only Dave Chappelle's hilarious.
It was like everybody as a collective.
Yeah, and it's different styles too that just come together and just make like that's so rare because a lot of comedians, well not comedians, but a lot of you know funny shit that's going on today on the internet is usually people that have the same style. They come together and just make a greater version of their style. Right. But Dave Chappelle legit had different styles and they come together and they just make one funny ass thing that other people can gravitate towards.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's just but
we need a show like that. I want to make a show like that.
Yeah, but like
a whole bunch of comedians, like, and we once this corona shit over, I just want to make like a living color type show.
Yeah, yo.
Dave Chappelle type show.
That's,
a whole bunch of comedians come together, make sketches, put it out.
Yeah, that's why those shows are so big because there's so many different styles and that like.
They all blew up together.
Yeah, like Key and Peele, like I love Key and Peele, but Key and Peele only had like one style because those two dudes like they know each other's style, shit like that. Comment if you guys want us to go to like regular stand-ups when this whole pandemic thing is over. Like we could just go to regular stand-ups and vlog it or something like that.
Speak, he's got championship rings on. I don't know what you're doing, dude, but I want your life, man. You're crushing it. So are you in the process? I did not get comfortable in this fucking chair. This is just like one of the worst things. This should be like in a museum. It's like the prototype. This is what. This was the awful level of comfort. We went from a log to this, and then eventually they got cushions. It's another guy looking at his phone. I swear to God. Dude, the day Jesus comes back, if he ever does, if he's even a real person, like 90% of people are going to miss it. They're going to walk right. He's going to be walking on water. They're going to be walking by him. They're not even going to see it. Oh, yeah, there's a drop-off in fame for Jesus at that point. Everyone was paying attention. Now no one gives a shit. Oh, there we go. No, but now this is like the ego one. Now we're going to be sitting above you. You got to come with two. It's fine. It's fine. Sir, the one comedy through line that's working here is me shitting on this chair. Why would you take that from me? You're just totally going against the grain. I understand. But you got on camera, so I think you get paid, even though this is online.
You see, Sugar Shane Mosley, one of the greatest boxers of all time, he's losing his championship belt in a divorce.
What?
Look at that. It's like you're trying to break a man. Why does she want those?
Yeah, that's just petty.
They go with their shoes. No, I love how when you get a divorce, all of a sudden it costs like 50 grand a month to give a kid Fruit Loops. I'm telling you. There is an epidemic of gold-digging whores in this country. Not being addressed.
I remember that joke
Your
you told me.
character has a lot of tats.
Yeah.
Do you get those put on? You have a tat that says.
No. I have that's all my ink. I have this my.
Not Bill Burr.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's the girl from Orange is the New Black.
Hey, can you believe that marriage didn't work out?
I like her though.
Yeah, I can't believe your relationships don't work out.
We recently got a Pitbull, which I know a lot of people don't like because they ate a couple of kids. I understand. They're great dogs, unless you're a bad owner. If you're a psycho, which I am, you can mess them up. I didn't realize that dogs feed off your vibes. Like if you're cool, if you're chill, they're chilling. If you're sleeping, they're sleeping. But if you're a psycho like me, and you're watching the game on TV and you're screaming at the ref like, you gotta be shitting me! I didn't realize the dog was in the corner being like, yeah, you gotta be shitting me.
Being a mother is the hardest job out there.
Most difficult job, and if Oprah said that.
Oprah said that, yeah. Has
Wait,
has your opinion on that phrase
said
changed at all since
It's the
you
most
had a
difficult
kid?
job in them all.
No. It's not the most difficult job on the planet. It just isn't. Dude, I did roofing in July. As a redhead, I almost died. There's people that work on like oil. What was that movie that guy made? The oil, the fucking, when they
There Will Be
drill
Blood?
oil. What is it?
There Will Be Blood?
Not There Will Be Blood. The out in the ocean, they were drilling. I can never remember the names.
Deepwater.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
was in it.
Deepwater Horizon. Yeah.
Those guys were working on an oil rig. The fucking thing blows up. They're on fire. They gotta jump into water that's on fire. Salty water into their wounds. You gotta swim out of that oil and fire and then tread water. Praying to God that the Coast Guard is gonna get there before the sharks do. Now talk to me about a toddler. Oh, he was so fussy today. He wouldn't eat his peas.
What's up with all these white kids now walking around trying to act like they're like gangster rappers? It's irritating. It's like everywhere I go, man, I figure just be here in the city where you got a good mix of people. I'll be like in the middle of Kansas, though. Like the whitest state ever. There'll be some howdy-doody looking white kid like me. I'm thinking this is one of my peeps. Somebody I can have a conversation with. All of a sudden she's like, yo, what's up, kid? What's up, kid? I just want to be like, nothing much, Brad. You keeping it real in Wichita? How the fuck are you going to be a gangster in a state, say, like Nebraska? What do you be like, all hardcore about your crop? Just in there, yo, shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking corners are rolling, motherfucking scarecrows tipping over and shit, you know what I'm saying, son? I just want to be like, dude, you're white. Go to the Gap, give into it. Find some doctors, and come home.
I've been going to gun stores, and and these rednecks are all telling me the same thing because I didn't grow up with guns. So they're just going, all right, you never had a gun, you want to get yourself a shotgun. It's got a great spread. That's what they keep saying. It's got a great spread. You don't even got to aim. You got a problem, you just sort of whip around. I'm sitting there like, dude, I just want to shoot the guy. I don't have to do like a bunch of drywall work. Reframe my diploma. All work. reframed my diploma. So I didn't think Lance owed anybody. He didn't do anything to me. You know what he did for me? He raised $500 million for cancer research. That's what that lie did. Yeah. Everybody had the bands on. Remember the bands? Sure.
Oh, we see.
Yeah, that blocked out the sun, right?
You know, it wasn't to block out the sun.
Risk cancer.
Yeah.
The whole thing was annoying, and I hated how Oprah was interviewing him and acting like she was dumbfounded that this guy would do this. Like, she's been in show business for 35 years, and she can't, like, wrap her head around some guy doing whatever it takes to get to the next level. Didn't she, for the first 5 years, have, like, midgets who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend? And she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, but she didn't have the power to say no, so she wrote it out. And then when she could make a good decision, she did a show. But she stood on the heads of those little people for 5 years until she got this. She's sitting there across from this guy like, so how could you? You know exactly what he's doing.
Oh, not hamburger assistant again. Why can't Mom make dinner?
Ask her. She's the one who abandoned her post. Not to doing all the lady work, I gotta leave to go do some man work. And is anybody gonna get me flowers and tell me I'm beautiful? No. No one's out there marching for old Frank Murphy. He just watches the sands of his miserable life gather at his feet while his wife, the modern woman, throws on a pantsuit every morning and just... There's my worker bee.
What is your go-to dance move when challenged?
Wow.
Waiting for the director to say cut. That was my go-to. Well, I'll tell you, when I saw my kid, it wasn't, I didn't have, like, everybody was like, you're gonna burst out crying, you're gonna blah, blah, blah. I was, like, scared of it. Like, I was just sitting there like, hey, yeah, buddy, like, I didn't want to touch it. And then, like, afterwards, they give it to me, and I'm hanging with her for the first time, and I'm feeling nothing. And I really put my head down on the bassinet. I'm going, oh my God, I'm a serial killer. Like, you guys sent me this video going, hey, my daughter took the first steps ever. And he goes to send me, it's his daughter. She's not wearing a shirt, which is like, all right, they do that in the diaper commercials. That's fine. And then when you press play, it's like over her goods. And I press play, and the kid's completely naked, just sitting there, like, walking like that. Yeah, I hit stop, delete.
Hell
And I
yeah,
was
you
going
gotta
to text
be
him,
locked
like, dude,
up.
don't send me, like, naked photos of your kid, a video. You ever watched To Catch a Predator? I don't understand people. They, like, upload pictures of their kids on the internet. They put, like, the little stick figures on the back of the car, like mom, dad, how many kids, the dog, like the whole menu for the serial killer sitting behind you.
Yeah, that's true. That's
so
true.
Did you Google yourself? Because I was like Googling the show.
No. God knows.
I was Googling the show.
I get trashed enough on Twitter. Do you know when I did this show last night? This is how like the millennials are, right? Somebody, I was wearing this exact same thing. You know, I'm on the road, so I'm gonna stain on my shirt. So I was wearing this exact same thing. I go on Twitter, and somebody wrote, you know, Bill Burr last night dressed like an out-of-shape Jerry Seinfeld.
What?
So like, yeah, I wrote back. I can't say what I wrote back. I wrote back.
You did?
You're so-and-so. Yeah, it's like, why don't you heckle me when you're there?
On the show Crashing, very funny show, you play yourself.
yes.
Is it hard playing yourself as an actor?
No. That's what I've been doing my entire limited acting career. Like, real actors are like Anthony Hopkins, where he played that serial killer in Silence of the Lambs.
Hannibal Lecter,
Yeah, and then like the next move, that should have ended his career. Like, you should never have been able to see him as anybody else. And then the next movie, he played like John Quincy Adams, and he was literally John Quincy Adams. My buddy saw this thing one time, John Travolta was talking about, like, just the walks. He's like, Vinnie Barbarino walked this way, Vincent Vega walked this way, like you know, whatever. The guy from Get Shorty walks this way, and I just remember hearing that going, dude, all my characters walk like me.
No, that's true. That's real acting.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's so, acting is so it's such a weird thing because it's like if you do something extremely good, then it can ruin your career.
Right.
So it's like if I play you know if I play like Martin Luther King in a movie, like matter of fact, for instance, Chad Wakanda.
Yeah, the Black Panther dude.
Yeah, the Black Panther dude.
I think it said Chad Wakanda.
What's his name? Chad?
No, you had it right. Chad is something. Chad something.
So we just call him Chad.
Yeah,
Something like that. He's been playing Black Panther for so long that no one else sees him anything else but Black Panther, you know? and the same as Tobey Maguire. He's Spider-Man. You know.
I don't know about that. Toby got a lot of parts.
Tobey Maguire? What other movies he in?
Yeah, he was in Great Gatsby. He was in that movie. What's that movie when
Brokeback Mountain.
That movie.
Brokeback Mountain?
No, not Brokeback. He was in that shit though.
He was in Brokeback Mountain?
I think so. I think
that was Jake Gyllenhaal and
That wasn't Tobey Maguire.
and Heath Ledger.
He wasn't in. Oh, Heath Ledger was in Brokeback Mountain. No, Toby was in fucking. What's that movie when he was wilding out in the kitchen? It's an iconic scene. He was wilding out in the kitchen. It was like well acted. I feel like you probably heard of him from Spider-Man too.
It's probably Tobey Maguire?
Yes, Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man.
I mean, yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he got mad different parts.
But I don't see that man. There's nothing else but Spider-Man. Like he's Spider-Man. Like the same shit with
But that's if you watch a lot of movies though.
Yeah, true. I don't really watch a whole bunch of movies, but I see some guys is like, yo, you're.
Cause you know, like if you get a regular nigga from the hood, he'll see fucking Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's true.
And he'll be like, oh,
true.
that nigga
Yeah,
Scarface.
true. Yeah,
You look at that nigga got bad roles.
Bill Burr's funny as shit, man, and I'm not gonna lie, we seen probably like 70% of those jokes before.
Yeah, we did. It was a lot of like rehashed jokes. So but the little bit we did see was funny.
Yeah.
So I can see why y'all wanted us to react to it.
Yeah, but it was good to have those little things that we haven't seen before. Bill Burr is the man, the prophet.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like I told like them. I'm from a small hood in Marcy. I come from a project. I come from nothing. Like people were very poor. That's where I came from. And to be not only a star in your neighborhood, and to be a star in the world.